Hey Cancers, welcome to your reading for Cancer season. Happy birthday, guys. Many happy solar returns to you. We'll start with Cancer season's readings because it's your birthday. If you're new, welcome. Please remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you get all the messages I post each month. To my lovely loyal subscribers, welcome back, guys. Well, let's see what the messages are for you. So Five of Pentacles here, financial and material changes, okay. Fifth house really being shook up here, so those around you, children, siblings, neighbors, people at work, colleagues, things like that. A lot of changes going on around you here. You could be feeling left out in the cold or finances a little bit tight. It might be even more so that it's people around you that are going through changes, and it's part of life, isn't it? So let's see. Okay, we have movement and choices. So Two of Wands now. Okay, decisions to be made. Sometimes somebody might leave you out of a decision making. It might make you feel like left out, abandoned, things like that. They may make a choice that you feel rejected by, but I feel like there's just so much going on around you. It might not be actually happening to you, but a lot happening around you, making you, I feel like you're discontented, bored, fed up. It can make you feel rejected and left out in the cold after a decision was made, but it more feels like there's a lot more going on with them. So you could have a lot of problems and changes going on around you, of course. But as I was talking about the fifth house, the second house is career. So, and for home and that lot. So all these changes and a lot of things happening at once around your home life or family life and things like that. Sort of not directly problems for you, but because they're in such close proximity, it's having like, you're feeling the energies, the effect of it. Sometimes we do have to step away and let what's meant to be. Four of Cups, you're not seeing the way forward, right? You're not seeing what's to come next in this moment. Sometimes we've got to let people fall on their own, right? And pick themselves back up, or we've got to let people fly, especially if they're going to come back to us, right? We've got to allow them to be. So it definitely feels like a moment in time here. A perfect time for you to make wishes with the star here. This is a moment in time where wishes can be granted for you. You might be used to making wishes for everybody else, but it feels like it's time for you to make the wishes for you, right? It's time to look after you and do you. And I feel like you've done so much healing. The star here, the water bearer. I feel like you've done so much healing, and it's okay to do for you. It's okay to make wishes for your future, even if it seems like other people's around you might be struggling and their future might be falling down. It's just their life path at the moment. I'm sure different ages we go through different things, right? And when it's our solar return, our season, our birthday, the stars align to bring abundance to us. So if you are feeling that Five of Pentacles lack or Four of Cups rejection and out in the cold there, it's time to make those wishes, because that wish can be granted for you. It's time to make a decision here. Make a wish, make a movement. Look at this. Page of Pentacles, time to plant new seeds. This is things growing. Some of you might be learning new things, going back to a school or starting a new job. You could get things like that happening. If somebody has rejected you, blocked you, left you out in the cold and things like that, it's kind of difficult for you, because I feel like you want to solve the problem for them, or you see the answer. But they've got to find it on their own. So it's not really rejection to you. It's just that they have to learn on their own. So even if this is a romantic partner and, they've left you out in the cold, decided to go elsewhere, if it's meant to be, it will be. Because you might feel like I'm destined to be with this person, and they just don't see it, and it's making me feel rejected. You're then allowing this to go into your ego and making it about you. So I do feel that you might have been dealing with somebody younger And that could be why they need to learn for themselves and, you know, on a different path from you here. But it's saying if it's meant to be, it will always be. It does kind of feel like, I'm getting the feeling that one of you feels like it's meant to be with that star card there, but there's just growing to be done. Sometimes we, like, you know, if we've got a butterfly in our hand and we hold on too tight, we'll crush it, right? We've got to allow it free. And if it's meant to be, it will come back to us. So if you feel like you're meant to be with this person and they don't see it, or for whatever reason, we've just got to allow them that space to grow. I feel like you might want to talk to them and try to convince them or tell them how you feel without them, but you've got to allow them to be. Just like open your hands here, because somebody is dropping the ball on you. So you can't drop the ball on you. You know, you've got to keep it moving forward. And Four of Cups again. Four of Cups and the Hierophant here. So they'll gain a lot of wisdom through this process. I know it's hard to sit back and watch, especially if it's your own child there. Page of Pentacles, it could be a child if it's not somebody younger than you. It could even be somebody same age, but just maybe underdeveloped compared to you. A lot of water signs, we emotionally mature a lot quicker, probably in our teens compared to other people. So it could be that, you know, you get married very young and you emotionally mature and have children, and then go on to new relationships and meet somebody who hasn't had the same experience as you, and they need time to, you know, develop, if that's the case there for some. It is a general reading, but here it's saying, you know, them not coming to you for the help or them blocking you, it makes you feel rejected. This Four of Cups says they will reach out at some point. And I know it's probably your lesson is patience here. Because this energy is very slow in growing and maturing and things like that. So for you, the lesson is probably patience. You want to know ahead of time, but it's teaching you this blind faith that I believe this offer will come, and I've just got to wait and carry on with, you know, sowing my seeds here for the future and taking on new opportunities for myself. Which patience can be very difficult, right? Especially if it is one of our own children or a romantic partner who we're very close to. It can be very difficult waiting and not knowing. So for you, it seems like the lesson will be patience. For them, it kind of feels like the lesson is emotional maturity. Ten of Swords. So this can be the worst betrayal, it feels like to you, like all these knives in your back, but this is an end of a karmic cycle. The minor arcana for the Death card is the Ten of Swords. So it's for you, what you can do to help this person or to convince this person, it's over. There's nothing you can do but let go. And that'll free you from this feeling, this energy of betrayal, of hurt, of rejection, of being left out in the cold. Now, if this is finances, some of you could be in a job that, you know, it's not suited to you. You don't like it. You're bored of it. You want to learn something new. Constantly through life, we're learning and learning. Everyday life has something to teach us. So every day we should remain teachable. So if you're getting bored in this job, you might even find out that you lose the job. Or you know, you might be looking for a new job and thinking there's nothing out there for me. It might be better to go and learn something new, because there's it shows you gaining wisdom. So maybe joining seminars and things like that, evening classes, night schools and things like that. That'll lighten the load on you. If you're working 2 jobs, it's saying here, 10 of Wands, let go. Yeah. It's saying, you know, stop overworking yourself there. There's major, as we, you know, it's our solar return, we're coming back around. So it could feel like a lot of burden on your shoulders, but it's now going to be released as we move through Cancer season. It'll start to feel lighter. So I'm sure that is, you know, good news for you, that this energy will start to become lighter for you. You'll start to see the way forward. So you're at a crossroads right now with all this burden and, you know, maybe all this going on in your mind. But you're being told here to let it go. Let it go. Let the cycle end, because, you know, if we're trying to stop other people from burning, we catch on fire ourselves. And people who don't want a helping hand up usually pull us down. So just being aware of that fact that, okay, what's meant to be will be. And I can't worry about things I have no control of. It should lighten their energy for you now. 7 of Swords. So some of you are concerned that, you know, another person decided to leave you, to cheat, to ghost, things like this with the 7 of Swords. So it could have even give you self-esteem issues and negative thoughts about yourself. If that's the case, you have to get to a point where, and this is the energy of lack we're feeling here. So you could be feeling sad that, okay, it's coming up to my birthday. They blocked me. They're not offering me. They're not talking to me. I don't see, you know, things improving. They seem to be getting worse, but actually, it's always darkest before dawn. So, you know, things will improve. A lot of things are ending here so that new cycles can begin for you. Some of you may even feel like, I want the cycle to begin again with that person who hurt me, or, you know, I want to wait for my sibling, my child to come towards me again. I don't want it to be completely over with them. It's not completely over with them, but what will happen is when they return, what you're not seeing with the 4 of Cups is they will return a new person. What comes after the 10 of Swords and 10 of Wands should be the aces. So the Ace of Swords, a breakthrough, clarity, communication. Ace of Wands, an opportunity to act and meet again. Knight of Cups, but for right now, it's like you have to withdraw yourself and protect your own heart here. Because if you try to step forward, it might be that, you know, they reject you and then you feel all this sadness and burden and loss. But if you trust that they'll come back to you, they'll come back. Some of you, like I say, losing a job or maybe quitting a job or something here to change, to get on the right path. So it seems like things are going wrong, but this is happening for a reason. Knight of Cups here. So you might have been waiting for love offers or to meet somebody if you're single, and you know, feeling like, well, I don't see nobody coming towards me. There's nobody around me and things like that. With that Knight of Cups there reversed, things have been delayed, but I definitely feel like they'll turn around. Yep, there you go. It's like you was with the wrong person. You were trying to accept offers from people who were not your life partner or things like that. So this is why they didn't come forward, but they definitely will. You will. I definitely felt that Knight of Cups when I was looking at that energy, and I felt like, oh, you know, this love offer is being delayed, and this person may want love in their life, and I got the message, it's coming. And then we get the Lovers, right? But it's like, don't accept less than your worth. And this is why, you know, you couldn't just accept any knight making a offer, right? Because you're worth so much more. There you go. Ace of Cups. And that's why I love recording and doing the cards on camera, so you guys can see it as me. You can see that love is on its way. You can see love is coming. Of course, sometimes we have to end situations, heal from situations, major healing with the Star. A lot happening around you, energy of lack and change, even boredom and things not seeming to go your way, but there's a lot of burden going to be lifted off your shoulders to make room for this love to come into your life. If we have so much going on and there's no room in our life for what we are wishing for, love, then love can't come into our life. So then we see here, you know, once all that's been cleared, a space has been made for love to come in. Good luck, guys. Happy birthday.